Welcome back. My name is Ellen, and I'm a sensuality consultant with Your Pleasure Incorporated. Today, the next episode of Becoming the Greatest Physical Lover is all about the foundation of your body, which is nutrition. You cannot run a, an expensive machine on cheap fuel. And although manufacturers of junk food would have you believe that you can eat those bars or drink that drink with all those colors and additives and stuff in it, that's not the stuff that your body needs or wants to stay healthy. And remember, whatever you put in is going to be the foundation of your muscles, your bones, your blood, every single bit of you. And if you want to have the best foreplay in your life, that is energetic, fun, creative sex, then you're going to have the energy for it. And how do you get that energy? Well, some people would use drugs, but drugs are not good for you, not even the legal ones. They have too many side effects. So if you want your body to respond with energy, with enthusiasm, with gusto, you got to feed it right. So, and you also have to drink right too. So since we're 70% water, we need to drink lots of water. Now, I know that sounds kind of corny and you must have heard that a million times, but as Americans, we are chronically dehydrated. And we try to put other fluids in, like coffee, which actually is dehydrating to your body, alcohol, which has tons of sugar in it, and it does not give your body the moisture, the fluids that it needs. It's just best to stick with water. Of course, you can throw some lemon in there if you want to, but the bottom line is you are what you eat and drink. And if you want to be strong and healthy and able and full of energy, then it's really important to know what kind of nutrition you're putting in. So what did you eat today? Did you have any vegetables? Did you have any clean protein? Did you have lots of water? Or did you satisfy your thirst with energy drinks or with coffee or fake food? You really have to think about this kind of stuff because what goes in must come out. And maybe it doesn't come out looking the same as when it went in, but it definitely comes out in the way that you smell, in the way that you taste, in the way that your body fluids taste, your saliva, your semen, your sweat. All of that is related to what you have eaten. So if you want to be sexy, desirable, and energetic, it's a really, really good idea to feed that wonderful body of yours good, healthy nutrition. Now, that is kind of like a no-brainer. A lot of people should know that, but unfortunately, many people are influenced by advertisement. And advertisement would have us believe that we can drink and eat any of the junk that they're showing. And believe me, 99.9% of what is advertised as food, and it's so not food, is junk. You never see them advertising kale or spinach or broccoli. You never see them advertising that. In fact, if anything, you'll hear them say something negative about those products because, God forbid, you should actually consume foods that will fortify your system. No, you want to know what you're eating, be responsible for your body, just like you're responsible for your car. If you had a Ferrari, you would not put cheap gas in your Ferrari and expect it to run like a Ferrari. Well, your body is sort of like a high-end Ferrari. And if you put junk fuel in it, then you are not going to get, and you can't expect it to run like the high quality mechanism that it is. We're not a machine, we're humans, and we are most definitely affected by the kind of nutrition that we put into the body. So I strongly recommend that you think about what you're eating. And if you don't know, read. There's lots of things on the internet that will give you a clue about how to take care of your nutritional needs. It's best to stick with real food. If you can stay away from GMOs, that would be best, but something that is real. Don't rely just on supplements, although some supplements are a good idea. I highly recommend Zija's Moringa oleifera. I like the XM Plus because it has green tea in it, along with all the nutrients of the moringa. But there are lots of great foods out there that are not fried, that are not wrapped in sugar, and that do not have flour in them. If you can stay away from these foods that give you very little back and only lead to obesity and problems with your body, that would be best. And how do you get there? Read. It's a really good idea. Also, if you want strength and stamina, then remember, great sex is about having stamina. So if you cannot run up a flight of steps without huffing and puffing and panting and being out of breath, you might want to take a good look at starting some kind of a gentle exercise program. Remember, the human body, unlike any other species on the planet, can actually reverse the aging process. So, you could be 60 years old and have the fitness of a 35-year-old if you are working on it that way. You could also be 28 years old and have the body of a 50-year-old in your endurance. So don't be just depressed about it. Just consider that if you want to take the bull by the horn, if you want to have energetic life, then you have to give your body the right kind of energy. And the right kind of energy comes to you from real foods, clean eating and clean drinking. And that might sound a little corny and it might sound a little boring, but what you do with your body and the energy that you have after you have consumed healthy food for a while will be so much more gratifying and so much more fun than if you feed yourself junk and wonder why you're tired all the time, or sex is like less than 5 minutes and you're completely played. So you want to take care of your body with good nutrition. You want to add some kind of an exercise program to it. We will talk more about exercise in the coming weeks. Next week, we're going to talk about foreplay and creating the environment for foreplay. It's really important to understand that the environment plays a lot into creating fantasy, creating excitement, and creating anticipation. And since the orgasm starts in the mind, it's a good idea to have all of those considerations involved. So I want to thank you very, very much. If you liked this quickie, please just like my channel. Visit me once a week on Wednesdays. If you have questions, more than my pleasure to answer those questions for you. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope to see you again next week when we talk about foreplay, setting the mood, and pheromones. I hope you did your Kegels today. Drink lots of water. Get lots of sleep. I know it sounds all very corny, but becoming the greatest lover in the world means taking care of yourself, righting yourself. And when you can do that on a regular basis, then you sort of gain a respect for yourself. And if you gain a respect for yourself, that kind of respect is extended to your partner. Hope to see you again next week. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye for now.